Hi, legends. Sorry I'm late. I had something that I needed to take. Sorry I'm late. Let me just pause this over here. Okay. Right. Is this paused? Right, legends, let's get the party on the road. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for waiting. Okay, I did run a little bit late. I thought I could go live, and then something I needed to take care of. I pushed it another 30 minutes, but now I'm here. Now I'm here. Welcome to the live stream. Let me say hi to the beautiful community. And okay, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, welcome. Hi, legends. Smash the like on your way in. Yes, Irina, welcome to the live stream. Ahmed, good morning, everyone. Good day. You all, BTC boss, welcome, welcome. Alejandro, 3 p.m. or 2:30, right? It's it's 36 now, so 6 minutes late. Okay, good day, Dewald. Ahmed, welcome to the live stream. Take your time, master. Thank you, waiting for you, man. Right, you were going to be the live. Oh, Andy is no bear. You were going to be live for the short again. Yes, I mean I wanted to tell you guys about the short. Right, I just had to some things to take care of, but I also played along here to the upside, and now I'm currently in a short here to the downside. Already took a little bit of profits just to cover fees. My position is protected. I mean, as a technical trader, that is just my style of trading. Oh my God, saw two devils. Yes, I mean, I was here on my other YouTube channel. So I just needed to pause myself over there. Oh my God, saw two devils. That half an hour felt like an eternity. Well, thanks for joining the live stream. Beautiful sunny Friday here in South Africa. And what is the time here in South Africa? Yeah, 14:37 Central European Time. 1-2 setup down. Okay, for those of you that are inside our Legends Pro community, you know exactly the long trade we spoke about this morning. The second cheeky trade in a row that played out to perfection. Yesterday in our Legends Discord community, we spoke about this trade, okay, that just blasted to the upside. And then this morning, just before my update, I posted a screenshot for this trade and I said, I'm in, my stop loss is glued to the low, and I'm at least expecting the 50% fib level, which is basically a rejection from the trend where I will take some profits, or we break out and we continue higher to the 0.618. Right. What I would like to do today is about you, right, legends? I just want to close my emails and stuff here in the background. Okay. Today's live stream is about you. Any questions that you might have, trading questions, charts that you would like to share. So inside our Discord group, okay, we have if you join the free section, a Q&A section. And here people have been asking me some questions that I need to cover today in the live stream. So I will be going through your questions. Okay, where was it? Today, right. I will be going through all of your questions and I'll answer it as best as I possibly can. If I don't know the answer, I will simply tell you I don't know. Maybe I'll find out, because obviously I have my own trading style. I have my own toolkit that I use. I have my own trading strategies. And because there are thousands, okay, there are literally thousands of different type of trading strategies out there, I have mastered the trading strategies that suits my personality and keeps me profitable as a day trader. So sometimes people do ask me questions about different trading strategies, and often I will just say, sorry, I don't know, or I have tried it, but it doesn't suit my personality. Like moving averages, I have no success with moving averages. For me, it feels like a bunch of BS, okay? But I know that there are other traders that find great success with moving averages. So I'm not saying that the trading strategy is a bunch of BS. I'm just saying basically it doesn't suit my personality. Right, so you need to find the trading strategy that works for you. Okay, so I will be going through that questions in a moment. What I also want to highlight, let me go back here onto the Discord, is basically what I spoke about this morning inside of my section. And I think that was basically where I posted. Okay, can everyone see that? Yes, I said, okay, I did post it a little bit late because I entered the trade. I was busy with things, but I told the legends I'm looking at this setup to come at least tap the 50% over here. And there's the possibility to come and tap the high. But I mean, for me, this is a successful trade. Whether we go higher or whether we reject by the 50%, I don't care, because that to me is a successful trade. I planned my trade. I know where to put my stop loss. I know why I entered. I know where to take profits. Okay. And we actually came back for a retest. So as price was pumping here to the upside, we actually came back for a retest for another re-entry into this scenario over here. And I did see some of the legends posting over here in money shots. Okay. Took the trade, took the trade on 100x. Okay. Some people just saying trade from today's live session. Thank you, 𝗬𝗍𝗇. So people did make some nice gains from this morning's trade. I saw people also sharing their weekly P&L, which I feel is so much more powerful than sharing just a screenshot of the trade, because P&L tells me how much money you're making over a duration of time. Some people make an amazing trade, but they lose 1,000 trades, okay, bleeding out the account, and they only show off that one trade. What P&L shows you is that your portfolio is consistently growing. So well done to the Legends Pro community, to the Legends inside of the Discord for growing their P&Ls. Yeah, that's a P&L I shared, I think, last week or last month. I can't remember. And where else? Where else are people sharing their beautiful stuff over here? Weekly P&L, was there another P&L inside here? But I mean, you guys can see, okay? People are absolutely smashing it inside the Legends trading community. Okay, so I just want to focus on this section right now, okay? So I'm going to go through the questions, but first, before I get to the questions, remember to smash up the like on your way in for the education. Today is going to be about you. And as always, this session is going to be jam-packed with education, everything that you want to know for today. Right. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝗇, Mr. Fast. Welcome to the live stream. My strategy is simple: resistance and support. Yes, I mean, the simpler for me the strategy, the better, because I've often found that the simplest strategies is for me the most effective strategies, because sometimes when people open up their Tradingview charts and you see all the mess, I mean, just imagine, the mess that people have. If I have to start on switching on everything, and just go all crazy over here, and I mean, yeah, it can get quite crazy. When I see people's chart look like this, I get a bit concerned, okay? I really get a bit concerned. So let me just clean it up again. Right, so legends, I am currently in the short, high probability of being stopped out, but it is the most logical short that I do see here at the moment. So we do have to acknowledge, purely from a D-line perspective, this is the D-line strategy that we play. We broke out successfully. We had a 15-minute body candle close above. And usually I always say 0.618 is definitely a place where I start taking profits. Okay. And then you can leave some of the position open for higher levels, but the structure does look bearish. And I'm not saying that we can't do this. I'm just saying that looking at this entire structure over here, looking at this structure, it looks a little bit bearish, which tells me that we could get continuation here to the downside. Okay. But never, the market is here to surprise us. What if this happens? You just never know, right? Okay, cool. So I am currently in a short here at the 0.618. And why did I enter a short over here? Because it is the area that has the most levels of confluence. Okay. What I like about the 0.618 over here is that we have this little pivot. And these little pivots are beautiful SFP lines, swing failure lines, where it basically price tries to claim the level and it fails. Okay. Nice little SFP over there. Yes, can it come and stop me out and SFP again? Yes, then I will re-enter. But I will take, this is a free trade for me at the moment because my position is already protected. Some traders will leave their stop loss slightly above to give it a little bit of breathing room. And if they get the wick to the upside, at least they still stay in the trade when you find weakness back to the downside. Okay, it's just different styles of trading. Nothing wrong with one or the other. Okay, cool. Legends, the long that we took. Let me quickly discuss that. Where is the long trade that we took this morning? It was basically, I took a long trade here on weeks. And also remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me on weeks, on Bluffin, The exchanges that I use is down in the description. Bluffin, no KYC option. They also have that special that's running at the moment. The more you trade, the more money they drop into your futures account. Okay, basically the more you trade, okay, and the bigger volume you move, the more money will just get airdropped into your futures account on Bluffin. And then Weeks, which I've also been trading with and gaining a lot more confidence. They have proof of reserves. They have a user protection fund. They have one of the exchanges with the lowest trading fees, and we all know how the trading fees can sometimes kill a trade, especially if you play a high leverage position and you're playing small scalp trades. Okay, this really makes a big difference by trading with low fees. You get up to $380 bonus. Sign up and the lowest fees by using this link down in the description. That's also where I took the trade this morning. And if you would like to come and join our Legends Discord community, this is where you do it. Okay, this is where you sign up inside of this page. Join now. And you can come here into the Legends Pro community, come and ask your questions, share some charts with me, which I'll go through here in a second. Okay, so now I can take this out the way. Right, Legends. So the reason for the short over here is that you have a three-wave structure to the downside. And now it looks like we have a three-wave structure to the upside. You have a beautiful pivot. You have a 618. We all know how much 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍 loves the 618 level, 1.618, 0.618. I don't care what number it has in front of it, but if it ends in 618, I am very happy with that number. This is where I entered a short, speculating on perhaps, okay, now that we are forming lower highs, we have a high, we have a lower high, and perhaps we're going to create another lower high and fall back down, right? You just never know. So for me, shorting at the moment is definitely something that I need to keep in mind, because we have failed to claim the highs over here with this pump. We failed to claim the highs. So for now, the structure looks like it could be bearish, because I can clearly count a three-wave structure here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and maybe this is going to be 1, 2, 3, right? And then everyone sees what does everyone see? Oh, head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, and boom. You then have that measure move, and it plonks you down to come and claim the lows over here. Okay, just something that I'm speculating on over here, but I mean, the market is here to surprise us, and that is why we use stop losses for our trading analysis. Okay. If I was super confident in my technical analysis and the market, okay, I would have most likely traded without stop losses. It's as simple as that. Why do we use stop losses? To protect us when we are wrong, and to lose as little as possible when we are wrong. And then also you need to plan the trade. So let me quickly, before I move on, I just quickly want to talk about this trade that we took together in the Legends Pro community. I purposefully closed the trade. I knew I wanted to leave some of the position open, but I purposefully closed the trade over here. Okay, done. I closed it. I entered. I had my stop. I closed my trade, because it's not about what the price does after your trade. It's about winning the trade that you have planned. So as price on the 5-minute time frame, okay, this is where I highlighted the trade in our Legends Pro community. Price was pumping here to the upside, and then we got the beautiful retest, giving everyone that second opportunity to get back into the trade. Why? Okay, that is the most important question you need to ask. Why did I enter this trade? Not, oh, here's a trade where I made money. Oh, congratulations. We don't learn anything from it. Okay. The biggest question you need to ask yourself is, why did I enter this trade? And it was as simple as you have a clear pivot low that's just standing there all by itself, that most likely has a lot of liquidity and stop losses below it. I like clear pivots like that, but you can get pivot paralysis where people think, okay, I can SFP from this pivot, I can SFP from this pivot, I can SFP from this pivot. No, you need to, okay, it comes with experience. You need to identify the obvious pivots. So when you go into the 15-minute time frame and I look at the structure, okay, let me just take this out the way. That to me, on the larger time frame, okay, these looks like obvious pivots. That is an obvious low. Okay, this is also an obvious low. You have an impulse, you have a correction. You have an impulse, you have a correction. Pivot. You have an impulse, you have a correction. Pivot, right? Impulse, and now you had a correction here to the downside. So for me, it's important that, and people often struggle with this, is which pivot do I use for an SFP? Well, to me, that is a clear pivot. So I saw this pivot this morning, and as price was falling here to the downside, and then I told myself, if we're going to get acceptance back above this pivot, I'm going to long this puppy, okay? Because we also longed over here, and we were waiting for this level. We were waiting here for the naked point of control. Do you guys see this naked point of control? This naked point of control together with a 50% FIB level, I think there was so much confluence at this naked point of control, and I've just seen too many times where the market front runs my area of interest. I wanted this area to hit for a long to the upside. I knew that there was a high probability for a bounce to the upside, but when I saw this, I was like, nope, I'm in. I don't mind taking the knock because the stop loss is so incredibly small, okay? So when you take a FIB from the low to the high, and this is what I saw the 0.382 tapped to the dollar, okay? There was insane bullish CVD building up between these two pivots. And I was waiting for the 50%. Look at the perfect confluence that you have over here. You have a 50% FIB level in perfect confluence with a naked point of control. So what I told the legends yesterday is, what I'm waiting for is this long. And then I looked at the price action and I was like, legends, if we tap the 0.382 with this insane bearish or bullish CVD that's building up, I'm going to give the trade a shot over here because we might not get here. Okay, because the market is designed to front run you and not come to your area of interest. And with good risk management, you can still attempt to trade. So I told the legends, I'm willing to risk a little bit over here, a little bit of peanuts to maybe make a nut to the upside. Okay, and I entered along right over here, targeting the highs. Okay, stop loss glued to the lows, and that's exactly where we got the bounce. But it is at a technical level. That is what's important to me. The risk management was absolutely insane. 0.17% risk management, which means if I'm only risking 1% of my capital, I can play up to 5x leverage on my entire account, and I will still lose less than 1% if I get stopped out. That's how powerful this trade was. Okay, and then today, when I looked at the chart, I was like, hang on. It looks like history is repeating itself. Okay. It looks like history is repeating itself. So what I did is simple technical analysis. Okay. This is how I get to how I enter a trade. I took a FIB. First thing that I do is you take a FIB from the low to the high. You go check out the levels. Okay. You look at your 382, you look at your 50%, you look at your 618. I was like, okay, this still looks like the best level. Now I have a 618 close enough. Maybe I have some daily levels. I think I had a daily level here as well. Oh, a little bit further up together with a 618. There's a daily level. Legends, this is the best longing zone. But what if it doesn't go there, right? Because maybe everyone is waiting for the zone from a technical perspective. And this is when I saw this, okay? Price was falling here. So I took then another FIB from this low, okay? Measuring this structure. I was measuring this structure from this low to the high. And then what I saw is, okay, I need to take this one out the way. It's going to create a little bit confusion, a little bit of confusion. I know that the golden pocket between the 618 and the 786 is usually a great bouncing zone when you have a three-wave structure to the downside. Okay. And then I watched this pivot over here and I said, legends, if we're going to get acceptance back above this pivot, because we are in the golden pocket, I think I'm at least going to long here to the upside to this level. Okay. And take profits. This is my trading setup. And then obviously what happened after that is we broke the trend, the magic D line trend. We broke the trend. There's another way. I told the legends, if you miss the entry over here, there's another opportunity over here. You can enter with great risk management. You put your stop loss. So this was the next trading setup. Okay. You put your stop below the low. You're targeting the 618. Maybe you're targeting the highs, but then you need to know where to take profits. Okay. That could have been your next trading setup, where this is the simplest trading strategy. You do sacrifice a little bit of getting a worse entry, but you can still enter it with good risk management. So if your target was the high over there, it's still a 3.77 risk to reward. Okay. It's not about how little the percentage move is. What's most important in trading is the risk to reward. Because now, if you're entering this trade with a breakout, you see the 15-minute candle close above, you're like, it comes back for a beautiful retest. Maybe you enter here on the retest, or you've played the breakout a little bit higher. Okay, the risk to reward makes it worth it. Then you take another fib here from the highs to the lows. Oh, beautiful alignment over here, because you know what I've showed everyone in my Back to Future. I need to show everyone, for those of you that haven't seen it yet. If you go to my YouTube channel, okay, let me just go to my YouTube channel over here. You select live, all my live streams. Okay, for those of you that have not watched Back to the Future, no, it's not the movie Back to the Future, but for those of you that have not watched Back to the Future, I often speak about this trading strategy in my live stream. So if you'd like to know exactly what I'm talking about, this was not an analysis video. I don't think I did any Bitcoin analysis in this video. I only tested a trading strategy. I reversed the price of Link. It was Link, and then I back tested the D-line strategy, this strategy over here, the D-line strategy, to show everyone, is it profitable or is it a bunch of BS? And it turned out to actually be very profitable. Okay, so if you haven't checked out that video, go and check it out inside of the live section on my YouTube channel. Give it a like, and share it with whoever you can share it with. I will appreciate that. Right, so, but also now you have to acknowledge, because the overall structure on the larger time frame looks bearish, I'm not going to bank on claiming the highs. So I will be very aggressive with profit taking. If you are attempting any longs here to the upside, I will be aggressive with profit taking. Yes, you could potentially leave some of this position open if you are speculating on us claiming the highs, but I like, when price is ranging, I like to usually close my positions at the 0.618. Okay, if the market is trending, then I will leave most of the position open for higher levels. And you have to be able to identify between a trending and a ranging market. So let me explain. And then I will go through some comments, and we can go through the Discord Q&A session. Right, legends, when I look at the larger structure over here, okay, I can clearly see, okay, whoa, I just spoke about a dirty kitchen. Let me clean up my kitchen over here. Okay, let's clean up the kitchen, take the trends out the way. Right, now that looks pretty. Okay, that looks really pretty. Clean kitchen. This is so far the smartest YouTuber I've ever seen. Thank you so much. Many YouTubers are hyped, but this guy tells sense. Yes, thank you so much, and I appreciate those the kind words. And I think it's really something that I strive towards here on my channel, is to provide education and teach you how to trade, not just tell you what to trade and what I am trading, without sharing the knowledge. And if you want me to share knowledge, you have to pay exorbitant fees and buy my course and buy this and buy that. No, right? I try and educate as much as I can. We do have a Legends Pro community where I go into a little bit more detail and I give more attention from a trading perspective, but I'm not going to withhold information here on the YouTube channel. So yes, you will get a little bit more love, or some more love inside of our YouTube, inside of our Discord Legends community, but my channel, I want my channel to be seen as an educational channel. So if you want to learn how to become a successful day trader, you want to learn how to trade, this is the channel for you. If you want to know what to trade, where to trade, trading setups, signals, because you don't know what you're doing, then this is not the channel for you. Yes, I will sometimes share trading signals and setups that I'm entering, but what's most important to me is to explain to you why I entered the trade, so that when you do not watch my channel or you do not follow all the Signal Moonboy channels out there, you'll know exactly what to do and you can still make money as a trader. You know, there's that saying, and I'm sure you've all heard it. You give a person a fish, you'll eat for a day. You teach the person to fish and you'll eat forever and he can feed his family. Right, and that is my goal. Okay, so legends. Now, when I look at this structure, this looks nicely impulsive here to the upside. This is an impulsive structure to the upside. This to me looks corrective and rangy. So this to me is a range. Okay, when I go onto the daily time frame, here's a better way, a much better way to explain it. Okay, you all know the boring old structure that we are in at the moment. Okay, when I look at when the bull market started here to the upside, this is a trending market. This is a ranging market. You get a trending market and a ranging market. Trending market, ranging market. This was an absolute beast here to the upside, and we all know that this is a ranging market. We are inside a consolidation area. We are inside a range. Okay, that's why they call it a range. You're inside a range. You're not leaving it to the up or to the downside. So in a ranging market, I like to take profits by the 0.618 when I use my D-line strategy. When we are in a trending market, like this little exciting price action here to the upside, I will often leave most of the position open on my D-line strategy to go and claim the highs every single time. And as soon as I see we start turning around by the 0.618, then I know momentum is starting to turn or we're going back into a range. That is how I apply that strategy. Okay, so it brings me back to what I wanted to say over here, okay? Because I'm now speculating that we are now in a range, yeah, where here we were trending to the upside, okay? So if you played, let me go onto the smaller time frame and just demonstrate it. It's as easy as for me just to demonstrate it with everyone, okay? If you are in a trending market, okay, and you play the D-line strategy, you claim the high almost every single time without getting stopped out. So you play the breakout, you put your stop below the low, you claim the high, you leave some of the position open, 20-30% of the position open, even for higher levels. And then you can go and zoom in even into the smaller time frames as the price is trending to the upside. There was another trade, okay? D-line strategy claimed the high. Okay, can you guys see when you're in the trending market? There was another trend on the smaller time frames. You'll see there was another beautiful trend here. Guess what? It claimed the high. And so it continues. It continuously claims the high. Okay, it's just high after high after high. It continuously claims the high. Another D line claims the high. Another D line. You guys get the point. Okay, when you're in the trending market, you can enter multiple trades by using good risk management, just playing the momentum to the upside. Then, okay, when you start entering D-line strategies and the consolidation areas starts becoming longer, that's usually a sign for me that the market is reaching a topping point or a bottoming point. Okay, so this one, there's another successful one, claimed the highs. This one was a very long, difficult one, and it struggled to claim the highs, but it still claimed the highs, but it's getting a lot more longer. That's the best way that I can explain it. It's not those short little, small little bull flags and it just pops to the upside. It pops to the upside. It's now the consolidation areas are getting longer. And then you can see this is where price starts to roll over. Then when price starts to roll over, okay, that's where you start getting stopped out. So maybe you played a couple of D-line strategies over here. Just want to take the scribble here out the way. Okay. Maybe you played a D-line strategy over here. It didn't claim the high. It tapped the 618 or the 786 and then price starts to roll over and it stops you out. Then you know momentum is now shifting. Okay, so usually how I use the D-line strategy is that as long as we keep on claiming the highs, I know that we are going up. And as soon as my high does not get claimed anymore and I get stopped out, I know momentum is changing. Then we're most likely going to start going into a range or just crash to the downside. But the reason I also say that this is a range potentially forming over here is because I don't see clear 5-wave structures here to the downside. So the recent price action that I see here at the moment is this looks terribly like a 3-wave structure and not a 5-wave structure. What you would like to see for impulses back to the downside, okay, is a 5-wave structure. And boy, oh boy, this looks very 3-wavy. And guess what? This also looks 3-wavy. Where guess what? This could also be another 3-wave structure. And then we can just continue, okay? You just continue. Do you guys get the picture? You can literally continue this range where you basically form a range. Okay, you're starting to form a range until you form a 5-wave structure either to the upside or to the downside. Then you know, okay, you're going to continue in that direction. But at the moment, all I see in this structure and in this structure is 3-wave structures, which tells me that the probabilities to stay inside of not claiming the high and not claiming the low and maybe just stuffing around here looks like that might be the likely probability at the moment. Okay, because I can't count 5 waves to the downside. If the structure looked like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would have said, boys, we need to build a serious short entry here to the downside. Because when you have a 5-wave structure, you're now confirming momentum in that direction, where you can have then a 3-wave corrective structure, A, B, C, and you short the crap out of this leg over here, because then you're going to, guess what, build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to go down. You're going to go down. Okay. It's the best way that I can explain it. Right, legends. So in a nutshell, what I basically mean over here is this looks very 3-wavy, and this also looks very 3-wavy here to the upside. Okay, which means that this could also be 3-wavy, and this is why I shorted over here. So you can still play the D-line strategy. Okay, like over here, if I go onto the 5-minute time frame, for those of you that have watched Back to the Future, remember I said you can still play the D-line strategy. Right? Nice little breakout. You could have had it over there. Nice little breakout, but it's not ever guaranteed that you're going to come and claim the high. This is why it is so important to pay yourself as a trader when you tap the 0.618, and even sometimes it goes as low as the 50%. It will tap the 50% or the 618. Sometimes you get lucky, it goes to the 786, and then it falls back down, it stops you out. And if you don't pay yourself because you're a person that's greedy, you're waiting for the high, guess what? You were in the profits, now you're in a loss if you didn't protect your position. Right. Okay, cool, legends. I can just blab and blab on and blab on and blab on. So let's just quickly talk about the probabilities here at the moment, and then I will wrap this up. Smash the like, guys. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽 is the best YouTube trader. I'm following all other YouTubers for the last 4 years. Hands down, he is the best TA guy. Oof, wow. I don't know if I'm the best, okay? I don't consider myself the best, but I do know that I have phenomenal risk management, okay? When I do lose trades, and I cannot for the love of me sit here and tell you guys that I only win. I get stopped out many times. I get stopped out many times. I've become almost numb to it. But because I know, as a trader, you get stopped out many times. It's how well you manage your risk, so that when you get stopped out, you lose a little bit, but when you win back all your losses plus more. And this is why risk to reward to me is so important. Okay, and that's why you will never see me enter it, or very seldom see me enter a trade that doesn't have a risk to reward ratio of more than 2 to 1. Okay, cool. So legends, there is a possibility for us to correct here from where we are at the moment. Okay, there's a possibility. You can see we have the 0.618 over here. Tapped it to perfection. That's where I entered the long. I had my stop above the high. As we fell down, that's what I do. I protect myself, and as we hit the 50% fib level over here, I paid myself a little bit. So that if price, okay, turns against me and it stops me out, even if I get acceptance back below, at least I get stopped out with a little bit of profits in the bag. And depending on what happens over here, I might decide to re-enter or leave it for higher levels. Okay. Because I mean, definitely a possibility to reject here by the 786 level as well. Or just go and claim the highs, okay? Just go and claim the highs. I just wanted to have a look at CVD here. Okay, we don't have any bullish... Oh, we do actually have bullish CVD building up against those two pivots. So there's a possibility to come and claim the high. I do see some very local on blue here. Bullish CVD building up. Right, yeah. That's basically, that low got taken. Also bullish CVD against white. Okay, so there's some bullish CVD building up, and that's why it's so important to pay yourself, right? And protect your position. Let me just make sure that I have protected my position. Yes, I am protected. I've already taken a little bit of profits, and let's see how this plays out. Okay. Right. Cool. Legends, let's go through some comments. Okay, what do you guys say? Let's go through your comments because you're all here because you asked some questions inside of our pro community and you want some answers. Okay, so let's go through some comments. Let me just rewind here. Good morning. Please, how do you open Devil CVD script? I need a guide. Okay, if you want the CVD script, you need to come and join our Legends community. The first link down in the description. Let me go to this live, okay? Show everyone step by step. You open up the description and this first link over here where it says join our Legends community for daily trading setups, expert insights, private live streams and more. You select this link over here. You will get to a page like this and you go and join there. I think you need to complete some details and you'll be able to join either the free community or the Legends Pro community. Okay, once you are inside the community, then I will gladly, even inside of the free section, I will gladly share with you inside the chat or wherever you want the script, and or someone else will even share it with you. And I will also give you guys instructions on how to share it. So what I'll do here is right now, what I'm going to do here is in the chat section, I'm going to say, here is the script for my CVD. For my the CVD. I'm going to throw it in there quickly. Let me open it up here on my other screen. Where's my scripts? Where's my scripts? Oh, there we go. Right, throw it in there. Okay, post it. There's the script. So anyone that wants to join, it's inside the free section. And now I'm going to show you how to import it. Right, let me show you guys how to import it. You go to this little puppy over here. I'm going to just reset it to the default settings. So don't worry about what I'm doing over here. All I'm doing now is I am deleting the script. Okay. And then when you go to aggr.trade, your thing will look like this. Okay. It looks like a complete mess. And then your CVD thing is here down at the bottom with a green line or somewhere. I can't even remember. But this is the default settings. And what you then want to do is you save that script that I've just shared with you on the Legends Pro, on the Legends chat community. You save it, okay, somewhere on your desktop or something. And then you click on these. Can you guys, let me just see if you guys can see what I'm seeing over here because I've got so many windows open over this thing. Let me do this. Okay. Can you guys see the three little dots? Yeah. Can you guys see where my mouse is? Okay. The three little dots there. You click on those three little dots. You open up settings, the first setting over there, settings, and it's going to bring up a little thingy like this. You click plus, you say upload template. Okay. I will then go to my desktop. I will look for my scripts. Where's my scripts? There's my scripts. I will import that script that I've just shared with you. You say open, import, done. That's as simple as that. Okay, done. Then you have the script, okay? And I'm sure there's another script that actually has the blue line, which well, it's maybe another script. Anyways, it doesn't matter. These two lines are very, 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 very powerful. Powerful, very powerful. Okay, cool. Legends. So that was the first question. Let's go through the second question over here. Where is the trading Q&A? Okay. Where was it? Right. So someone I see already shared the script here as well and gave some instructions on how to upload it. Beautiful. Perfect. Thanks, SGS. I appreciate it. I can see you helped out the legends over here. Okay. Cool. Now we go down. Not financial advice. I think I saw for not financial advice here in the live stream in a second ago. If you think it's a good idea, could you discuss a little bit about how to stay disciplined in trading? This potentially could be a very important topic, especially for noobs. Yes, I think what helped me to stay disciplined in trading is that when I enter a trade, okay, like the trade I'm in right now, okay, I have already planned the trade. This is my trading setup, okay. Let me share with you my trading setup. You need to learn this tool. If you guys don't know this tool, you need to learn this tool. But this is my trading setup. My position is protected. My entry is at my stop loss. I'll just put it a little bit above so it makes sense, and I'm targeting the lows. Okay, that is my trading setup. I have rules that I've written down on a piece of paper, and at some point I even stuck them here around my computer. Okay, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, when you enter a trade, do not risk more than 1%. Okay, I have a rule stuck on the wall. That's how I used to stay disciplined. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, once you've planned the trade, once you've planned your trade and you've entered, leave it. Let it play out. Okay, because when you stare at the candles over here, now this thing is pumping here to the upside. You know what often happens? You stare at the candles because you think you need to stare at the candles while you're inside a trade because maybe it's going to help with your trade in some way. And then you FOMO out, you cash out because you think, okay, I'm going to get stopped out, and you cash out. Before you take the knock, at least you have a little bit of profits. And then price turns around and it falls down, and you enter again. And price finds support, it turns around, it comes back out, back up. Then you exit again, okay? Staring at the candles while you've already planned your trade can make you do stupid things, okay? So one of the rules that I designed, because I went through this when I started out. One of the rules that I designed is, once you've planned your trade and I've protected my position, if I get stopped out, then I will reanalyze and decide what to do then. But while I'm still in the trade, I sit on my hands and I wait for my trade to play out. It's as simple as that. So in a nutshell, to answer your question very simply, it's I have rules that I've drawn out for myself. Let the trade play out. Never risk more than 1%. Plan your trade. Know where to put your stop loss. Know where to take profits, and know why you are entering. So I have to constantly look at all my rules before I enter a trade. And often I find myself in the past, when I break one of my rules or two of my rules, that is where I lose money. And then I club myself through the face, or I bang my head against the wall, and I make an even bigger poster and stick it up again and say, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, now you need to follow your rules. So for me to stay disciplined, and this is what worked for me, is that I have a set of rules that I have to follow when I enter each and every single trade. Do not FOMO into a trade. Do not do this. Do not do that. Okay. So that for me is the best way that I can answer your question over here. Mr. Not Financial Advice. Hi, download the script. Okay, that's just them helping out. Coffee Queen, good day, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Can I ask if what are the specific levels you usually look out for? Okay, daily levels, weekly levels, monthly levels, naked point of controls. We all know what that is. If you don't know, you're at the right place. I will teach you. I want to know if you take fixed volume profile on specific candle, like example, daily level. Okay. You also see FIP pools from daily levels. Okay, so I basically, I personally don't know Elliott wave theory. I mean, I'm new and focusing on the basics. So, right, legends, you need to go and play around, okay? You need to, so this is exactly what I mean, legends. It's now played out to perfection. Do you guys see, you know, I know from past experience, a lot of traders with this pump here to the upside, I'm out. Now they are, frack, it's falling, it's falling. Now they enter. Now guess what? Now they have a worse entry. They had such a great entry. Price is now falling. Now they FOMO back into the trade, okay? That's why it's so dangerous sometimes to stare at the candles while you are inside of a trade, because as price develops and it stuffs around over here, it plays with the emotions and you end up entering, exiting the trade, and you just bleed out fees and small little losses along the way. But by the time the trade has played out, you look at the price action and you go, shit, if only I left my entry and let the trade play out. I would have saved myself 3 hours of headaches and heart palpitations by entering, exiting, and all the fees that I had to pay by entering and exiting these trades. Okay. So you do become a little bit more calm. When you've entered a couple of thousands of trades, okay, you trading is boring, right? I think that's one of the realizations for me as well. If trading is exciting to you, you get emotional, right? Ooh, and you know, it's pumping, it's emotional. You most probably not a successful day trader yet, because I can tell you guys, trading is boring. And it's great that it's boring, because as long as it's boring, it means it's not playing with your emotions and you can be robotic about your trading decisions. Right. Cool. What were we talking about over here? Okay, cool, legends. The levels that I watch from a technical perspective is quite simple. I have a little folder, a couple of folders actually over here, where I have daily levels. Okay, let's zoom out just to show everyone. I have daily levels. I have weekly levels, or weekly point of controls even. I have monthly levels. I have point of controls. And those are basically the most important ones that I keep an eye on. Okay, you can have daily open, daily close. You can have other levels as well. It's just my trading style. I prefer to have these levels. And then you can, sometimes you can go onto the 1 hour time frame, like the session volume profile. Okay, now that you have your levels of confluence, you can see how beautifully this, by the way, you can see how beautifully this weekly point of controls gets respected. They get absolutely well respected. I mean, you can just see how beautifully these levels get respected. And I will show you guys now how to get these levels. Very easy to get these levels. Okay, but if you don't know, you don't know, right? Then you can go session volume profile. I like to use session volume profile on the 1 hour time frame, because the levels does jump around a little bit if you zoom into smaller time frames. I have found that the 1 hour and even 30-minute time frame is the most accurate. Okay, so then I will zoom. So for today, for example, if I had to go and do my analysis, I would then say, okay, we have a previous day. Okay, this was the previous day. So each little block over here is each day. This was the day before yesterday. This was 1, 2, 3 days ago. This was 4 days ago. Okay. But I'm focusing on the previous day, right? You have on the previous day, you have a value area low. You have a point of control that's already been tapped. So it doesn't really matter there at the moment. The value area high has already been tapped as well. That's where this is actually where price is currently finding a little bit of strength at the moment. You can see it pierced through and it's now bouncing on this level. So they do offer some resistance and support, definitely something to take into account. So those are two of the levels that I do keep an eye on. But the most important ones, okay, I know that the value area highs and the value area lows, the blue lines, can, you know, give you trading decisions like the trade yesterday. This trade over here bounced, look, on the value area high over there. Can you guys see that? That's a beautiful example. So when and this is where confluences starts aligning. When you take a fib, a retracement fib from the bottom to the top, at the 382, you have a previous day value area high, okay? And I told everyone, as soon as we tap the 0.382 over there, from the low to the high. Okay, as soon as we tap the 0.382, I told everyone if we get acceptance back above this level, I'm longing. And that is where my entry was. My stop loss was glued to the low over here. And then as price moved up, I immediately protected my position because, you know, the market is here to take your money. Why would you not protect your position? And protecting your position basically means you put your stop loss slightly above your entry price so that if you get stopped out, you don't take a loss. It's a free trade, okay? Those are basically what I can think of right now. Maybe there's some other things that I can't think of on the top of my mind. But I just quickly want to show everyone how I draw weekly point of controls, because we do have another weekly point of control here to the upside at $71,019. Okay. The first thing you do is you just clean up your chart. Okay, that's the first thing you do. You can leave your weekly levels on because those are the ones you're going to work on now. Then you go, like I said, weekly, you go to the weekly time frame. It's as simple as that. Now, you go and look at these candles that's formed. All these weekly candles that is formed, okay, this is now where I get my weekly levels and my point of controls from. So I just want to switch this off. And right, I have a weekly level over here. This is potentially a new weekly level forming over here. So where you have an open, can you guys see? Where you have an open and a close at exactly the same level, that is a weekly level. Okay, here you also have open and closes, but the price has already sliced through it. It's already been tapped. Here you also have a weekly level, but it's already been tapped. Here you also have a weekly level, but it's already been tapped. Okay, so you only take the ones that's still naked or clean. It has not been tapped. So this one, you can see it has not been tapped by any price action. So if price comes do this, then you delete it. It's been tapped. So it can definitely offer support and resistance. Okay, this one here is a little bit funky, but I know I have a daily and a weekly level here at the same level, and they were so close together that I just made them one line. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. But now, how to get a weekly point of control? What that basically means is that you have a weekly level, okay? There's most potentially forming a weekly level over here. So if this weekly candle closes below this level, okay, in red, we will have a fresh weekly level over here by Sunday evening. At 12 o'clock, there will be a weekly level over here. But I will not put a weekly level there now because this candle is still busy forming. Right, point of controls. What they basically mean is in this entire week, last week, I want to know in the whole of last week, where was the most amount of volume traded? Because where the most amount of volume was traded, I know can offer nice support or nice resistance. And then what I do is I take, can you guys see my menu over here? You click on this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth icon here, okay, where you have your long positions, your short positions. You go to fixed range volume profile. And then I snap it I click on the top of the candle and I click at the bottom of the candle. Then you wait. And now when you zoom into that little candle, you can see now, okay, I just want to make it big so everyone can see it. Okay. You can now see that there's your value area high, there's your value area low, and there's a little red line. There's a little red line. So it means in this entire week, this is where the most amount of volume was traded. And you just put your line over there, and I call the level weekly point of control. Okay, it's as simple as that. Right, and just make sure that it has not been tapped. So this one I can actually now delete because it's already been tapped. Okay, it's already been tapped. Now, once this week is completed, I will do the same thing. That's how you get your weekly point of controls. So a little bit of education over here. Right, let me just undo here to get that thing out the way. Anyways, let's go back here onto the 1 hour. Go back onto some questions inside of Discord here at the moment. Hi, sir. Wanted to ask, do the altcoins follow technicals during altcoin season? Yes, they do. How can we optimize? Ali Tinwala, the best advice that I can give you is that you need to go and watch Back to the Future, because this trading strategy, Back to the Future, go on live over here, scroll down and go watch Back to the Future. That is the trading strategy that I use during a raging bull market where I make insane gains, okay? Because when you have nice momentum to the upside, that's the trading strategy that I use. That stick to the right. How do you add those lines? Stick to the right. Okay, thank you so much for your help. Could we get your naked point of control lines, daily, etc. setups, please? Yes, I think I've just explained how to get those levels, okay? And daily levels, you basically follow the same process, okay? So on the weekly time frame, I've shown you guys how to get the weekly levels, okay? Then I switch off my weekly levels. I go to my daily levels. I change to the daily levels. I follow the exact same process. Okay. The only difference is here, I do not look for the point of controls like I've just shown you on the weekly. I instead go to the 1 hour time frame. I use the session volume profile, okay, SVP session volume profile on the 1 hour time frame. And that is where I get the point of controls, because you have to remember, this is 1 day. This is 1 day. There's the point of control. I don't have to go and do that on the daily candles because it shows me there's a naked point of control. Okay. Oh, no, it's not naked anymore. It has been tapped. But you can see how beautifully it got respected. Do you guys see this naked point of control? It got tapped, got the bounce to the upside. Beautiful. So these levels are powerful, especially where you have these high volume nodes, and especially if they are untapped. So if I switch on my point of controls, we do have one untapped point of control over here. At $66,000, 433, we have a untapped point of control. So if price had to find momentum here to the downside, it could definitely be a bouncing area for momentum to the upside. Okay, and I use these levels as SFP lines. I also have a daily level above, which I like that pivot. Okay, what else? What else? Thanks. That is what you're looking for along. Perhaps we spend a few minutes going over divergences, large movements, moment like you are saying as an indicator. Also, I can't read script opened. Okay, we've discussed the script is the biggest trading volume in the US, the Asian market. Okay, so I'm just going to be upfront with you guys. I do not trade specific market sessions. Okay. I am not a Asian market session trader or a US market session trader. I actually do not care. What I have noticed is that momentum shifts from one market to another market in different times of the months, different times of the year. So, for example, I have missed out on a couple of trades this week because the best moves that I was looking for happens while I'm sleeping. But what I see there is that then what happens is next week, the best moves happens in the mornings when I wake up and I'm able to catch those trades. And then the next week, it happens in the afternoons. And then the other week, it happens just before I go to bed. So it keeps the momentum keeps on shifting from one Asian market, US market, whichever market you're trading. The momentum for my trading strategies keeps on shifting during different sessions, which is actually for me a blessing in disguise, because when the market is not giving me what I need as a trader to take a trade, I take a break. It gives me time to take a break from the charts. Okay. And when the momentum is in my favor, that's where I actively trade. I stay awake. I'm aggressive. That's where, there's some emotion involved. Or not really emotion. You get tired, eye fatigue, staring at the screen the whole time. So to answer your question specifically over here, I will honestly tell you that there's not a best session to trade from around the world, because I have seen that the momentum shifts. Okay, this week the Asian market might be the best market to trade because that's where all the action happens. Next week it's not Asian market anymore. It shifts back into the US market. Okay, so that's why I just trade during the time that I'm awake. That's it. And if there's nothing for me to trade while I'm awake, I don't trade. It's as simple as that. I won't force a trade. Right. So, yes, South African is the Euro time. So I stick to the South African time. And if there's nothing for me to trade, I don't trade. So today I got into a short and a long. So momentum is in my favor. I got into this long and I got into this short. 2 successful trades today. Maybe next week I won't get into any trades because this, I mean, this is what I mean. I was waiting 2 weeks for this level to get hit. I've spoken about this level for 2 weeks. I knew that we were going to get a rejection from this area and I missed it because it happened at 2 a.m. in the morning while I was sleeping. And then I'm like, okay, now that I'm awake and I've missed this price action, what do I do now, right? I played the retracement. So in the 15-minute time frame, this is how I got into the short, because I know the market often gives you a second chance to get into the price action. So you take a fib from the high to the low. I saw this retracement tapped the 0.618, and this was 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was awake, I was in front of the chart, I saw this, and I entered here by the 50% with my stop loss above the high, and I rode all the way down, and I closed my position around about this zone. Okay, yes, I could have left some of the position open, but you guys know me by now. I'm an aggressive. I get in, I get out, happy with the profits. Then I reanalyze what I can trade next. Okay, so I did get in over here, but I mean, boy, oh boy, this was the level that I was aiming for. Okay, these highs, I was aiming to get in here, but at least the market gave me a second opportunity. Right. Okay, let me go through some more comments. Remember to smash up the like legends for the education, for the alpha over here. This live stream is for you. I'm going through your questions, your suggestions. Also, remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me, the links for all the exchanges that I use is down in the description. Also, remember, yes, and that is where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and lowest fees by using these links. If you do go and Google these exchanges by yourself, by all means, you won't get the low fees, okay, and the sign-up bonuses. Right, but it's also your way to support the channel, okay? For me, sitting here, giving you my time, educating you, trying to give you a way to succeed by providing you the education. I also ask that you guys support the channel, and I can guarantee you guys, okay? Yeah, let me not go into detail, but people think you make millions with these links. Yeah, you don't, right? It's not even close to paying for the time that I would have made just by trading these hours. But I mean, I love doing it. I love doing it. And I know it's going to grow. Right, so the links for the description, the exchanges that I use is down in the description here under exchanges. Come support the channel, join our Legends Pro community where I do more education, and let's get back into the questions. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Yes, okay, so I've gone through that. Not for, I think that's a question for 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Yes, okay, I've gone through that. There's some more CVD questions. Not going to go through that. 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽, with regard to the CVD chart, how do you look at numbers for the 3 BTC perpetual lines in top left corner screen? Are there levels? Yes. Okay, so unfortunately, what I can tell you guys now, if you have CVD questions, I can briefly show you guys here on, and I often talk about it, whether I see bully CVD or whether I see bearish CVD. But inside our Legends Pro community, I actually uploaded it today or yesterday. Under trading tools, I do have a CVD tutorial. For now, I have limited it to the pro community. Okay, there's a one-pager that basically gives you what it basically means from a simplicity perspective, and there's a video that I made for the Legend Pro community, and at some point I will then share it with everyone. But for now, it's limited to the pro community, because I mean, I need to give them something that no one else gets, especially if you're paying a monthly fee. Okay, it's only fair. It's only fair. Right. What else? What else? Okay, that's basically all the questions. Now I can go through some questions here inside of YouTube. Just want to see how's my trade doing. Oh, trade is nice in profits. You see, that is why, legends, that is why you let the trade play out. That is why you let the trade play out, okay? Not that one. That one I'm out already, okay? Took profits with that trade. But this was the trading setup. And I spoke about it this morning in our Legends Pro community as well. Legends, this is the short that I'm looking for. 618, pivot over there, SFP, I'm in. I have my stop loss. I'm targeting the lows. Okay. And now we, as price is doing this, you get people chopping in and out of trades. I'm going to leave the trade to play out. Yes, I will take profits on the way down. I've already taken profits by this pivot. This pivot, I will take some profits, but I will definitely be leaving some open to potentially come and claim this low over here. Because when I look at this structure, okay, this is where things become interesting. Let's do some fresh thinking over here. Is when I take a fib extension, you all know how much I love a trend-based fib. Me and a trend-based fib, we are great friends. Okay, so can you guys see where we got rejected? So I'm looking at this structure, 1, 2, 3. We got rejected by the 786. So if this is another 1, 2, 3 forming over here, now guess what? You can go and take your trend-based fib, if it's going to play out, and I can now go and estimate more or less, well, where can it end? Okay, where I'm potentially going to take profits and look for a long. Ooh, this is really interesting. Okay, so this one ended at the 786. Yes, the 786. Does the 786 have confluence with anything? Not really. So let's take a fib retracement. Okay, we do have a 50% fib level over there. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be, now let's put a line, let's mark this area. Okay, I want to see what's going to happen to price when we hit the 786 and the 50% fib level. But the one that looks more juicy, okay, a little bit more juicy, is the 1-to-1 extension together with the daily level, together with the 0.618. I mean, this area looks like a high probability for a bounce where you complete, you have a 3-wave up, you have a 3-wave down, and you could potentially form another 3-wave up. Okay, so I will be looking for a long in this zone. And I will definitely be taking profits. If, with this momentum down, I'm planning to take profits here by the lows, but I might just even close my position here by the 786 based on history. When you take a trend-based fib, 786. Trend-based fib, 786. Okay, that could be a bounce where you make another 3-wave to the upside. Okay, let me go through some comments. Nice getting a dump here to the downside. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, I opened up a short position at 68,500. 68,500. Ooh, yeah, you shorted from here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, yes, definitely leave. I mean, I have some alarms going off here. It's most probably ETH retesting or losing the trend. Dot, no, it's nothing. Theta, nothing yet. Dominance, not doing anything. Okay, so you opened up a short from 60. Where was that comment? Right, but I mean, that's a beautiful short. I opened up a short position at 68.5. Yes, 68.5, which is round about this zone. What should my strategy, where should my next TP zone be? Basically where I've explained to you now, okay? I mean, it's all just a game of probabilities, but I don't want to be that person that says, well, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 said, and I could have made more profits, okay? You need to phone your own plan. You need to follow your own plan and your own strategy. So what I would have done if I was in your position, okay? This looks like a corrective structure, which for now looks like it could be dancing around before it takes the high and before it takes a low. The price action could be dancing around in this zone before it decides what it wants to do. Maybe the entire weekend, okay, even up until next week or the mid next week. So if you have an entry by 68.5, this does look like the local top for now, okay? So if I had an entry over here, my trading strategy says when you have clear pivots like this, when you have clear pivots and price turns around, that to me are profit-taking areas. Okay. Profit-taking areas. So once these pivots gets hit, you need to pay yourself. But ultimately, I must say that the structure looks a little bit more bearish than bullish. So I would leave some of the position open to come and claim this low. And it's just a game of probabilities. Yes, you can get stopped out, and this is why you need to pay yourself at specific strategic pivots. So for me, from a day trading perspective, when you tap a significant level like this, when I take a FIP here from the low to the high, and you have nice confluence like this, you have a 0.618, you have a daily level, okay? You have the one-to-one extension when you measure this move, you have a one-to-one extension. There's a high chance that you could get an epic bounce and come and claim the high, and it stops you out with no profits. Okay, that's why it's important when you have massive support to nice little pivot, just pay yourself on the way down. That's what I would have done. I would have paid myself here, or I will pay myself over here aggressively. I will pay myself over here aggressively, and maybe I'll leave some of the position open, like 10% of the position open. That's what I would have done to come and claim this low. But I'm not going to be that idiot, because, you know, I'm not saying you're an idiot, but I am not going to be an idiot that nails an entry like this and then just waits for the low, and then I get stopped out. And this could take forever. Maybe price does this, then it stops you out, and then you're like, I was in this trade for 2 weeks. I didn't take profits, and now I got stopped out. Okay, it's very demotivating. And this is why I like day trading, because day trading for me is very rewarding. I'm in, I'm out. I know how much money I've made for the day, for the week, for the month, and that's particularly why I don't enjoy swing trading. It just you wait with some swing trades, you can wait for 3-4 weeks, and then the price turns against you and you're like, crap, I've made nothing for this month. That's why I don't like swing trading. With day trading, I have levels of confluence, I have Fibonacci levels, I have daily levels. Today I already have 2 successful trades here at the moment. Today I have 2 successful trades. So I know exactly where my account is. You know, I hope that makes sense. Like and subscribe, legends. Let's get 𝗬𝗚𝗽 to 3K subscribers. Yo, that would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. How many subs do we have here at the moment? Currently getting the bounce, okay? Currently getting the bounce. I just want to take some more profits because that's just what I do as a trader, right? Oh, I actually did take, I had a thingy over there. Okay. Right. Cool. Is a local retest or bounce now? Yeah, I mean, can it bounce and still stop me out? Yes. Can it continue to the downside? Yes. I mean, this is why I apply my trading strategy. So this was my plan. Most of my profits I'm going to take by the lows. That's part of my plan. I'm still in the trade. I'm not going to go and freak out about this little bounce that we see. Can I get stopped out? Yes. And this is why I pay myself on the way down. I've just taken a little bit more profits, but this is where I want to close my position, where I basically close my position. Okay. If I get stopped out, I at least get stopped out with some profits in the bag. It is what it is, right? But it can just, it looks bullish, and it falls down. Okay, I don't stress about that. I will take profit around 666 basically. Yes, yes, good. That's a really good profit-taking area. I mean, even this short has the potential to come down here. From a day trading perspective, okay, I can make a decision. If price finds the weakness down here, I can decide, maybe I take 80% profits, or I take 90% profits, or even 95% profits, and I just let the rest of the position run to it's a free trade, right? You can even move your stop loss. You can move your stop loss a little bit down. If you get stopped out, so what? It's a free trade. You've already paid yourself. It's just for fun. You don't care anymore at that point what happens to the price. You look for the next trading setup, because I can guarantee you guys that if price finds momentum here to the downside, I'm going to be looking for longs. longs. I actually don't care what the short is doing. I've already taken profits over here. Maybe I've got 10% running at the moment, but as soon as I'm entering a long over here, okay, I'm looking at the next trading setup. Right. Well, I finally got logged in and joined the free Discord. However, I don't see any channels other than the exchange partners, rules, etc. Yes, what you need to do is, I know that some people have some issues with the settings. Go and lock a support ticket. I know I have a lot more crap going on here because I'm an admin, but there's a section here, support, right? Go find support, log a ticket, and the admin team will sort you out. Okay. Cool. Legends, smash up the like for the education. I really enjoyed today's live stream. Unfortunately, I have run out of time. Okay. I do like that we are forming some local berry CVD, even with this pumpy pump action here to the upside. Let's see if I stay in the trade. Maybe I get stopped out. Maybe I will re-enter based on the price action that I do see. And that is basically all I have time for today. Enjoy the weekend. If something interesting happens, I will keep you guys updated. But until then, just for now.